Ever wonder why you said yes when you meant to say no? The answer lies in the fascinating world of persuasion. We're constantly bombarded with subtle cues and tactics that influence our decisions. In this video, we'll unlock the secrets hidden within Robert Cialdini's groundbreaking work, Influence: The Psychology of Persuasion. Cialdini's book is a deep dive into the human psyche, but we've distilled its essence into a potent 15-minute dose. This is your crash course in persuasion mastery. We'll explore 6 fundamental principles that underpin the art of persuasion. Understanding these triggers is like having a superpower, the ability to influence decisions and navigate the world with greater awareness. Your journey to becoming a master influencer starts now. Let's kick things off with a fundamental human tendency: reciprocity. When someone does us a favor, we feel obligated to return the gesture. Think about the last time someone gave you an unexpected gift. Didn't you instantly feel a surge of warmth and a desire to give something back? That's reciprocity in action. This principle isn't just about tangible gifts. It extends to favors, concessions, even simple acts of kindness. When someone does something nice for us, it creates an unspoken debt. We're naturally driven to repay that debt to maintain a sense of balance and fairness. This innate desire to reciprocate is a powerful tool of influence. Cialdini highlights how charities effectively use reciprocity. Ever received a mail solicitation with personalized address labels or a small gift? That's no accident. These seemingly insignificant tokens trigger the reciprocity principle, increasing the likelihood of a donation. Now, let's dive deeper into a fascinating aspect of reciprocity: the irresistible allure of free. We, humans, have an inherent weakness for anything labeled free. But why is free so enticing? Free short-circuits our rational decision-making process. When we see something offered for free, our brains light up, releasing dopamine, the feel-good neurotransmitter. This surge of pleasure overrides our usual cost-benefit analysis, leading us to perceive disproportionate value in the free item. Marketers have long understood the power of free. Think about those irresistible buy one, get one free offers or complimentary samples at the grocery store. The key takeaway here is understanding the persuasive power of free. Moving on to our next principle: commitment and consistency. We humans have a deep-seated desire for consistency in our thoughts, words, and actions. Once we make a commitment, even a small one, we're naturally driven to behave consistently with that commitment. Think about New Year's resolutions. Why do we make them? Because publicly declaring our goals creates a sense of commitment. Salespeople often leverage this principle through a technique called the foot-in-the-door technique. They start by asking for a small, seemingly insignificant commitment. By understanding the power of consistency, we can make more deliberate choices and harness this principle to drive positive change in our lives. Ever notice how a half-empty restaurant suddenly becomes the hottest spot in town when a crowd gathers outside? That, my friends, is the subtle but potent force of social proof in action. We are social creatures, hardwired to seek safety and guidance from the actions of others, especially when uncertainty clouds our judgment. When faced with an unfamiliar situation, what do? We instinctively look around to see what others are doing. Their actions, their choices, become our compass, guiding our behavior and shaping our perceptions of what's right, acceptable, or desirable. Cialdini brilliantly exposes how marketers leverage this principle. Those glowing testimonials on websites, those 5-star reviews flooding your screen, they're strategic tools of influence, whispering to our subconscious. Everyone's doing it, so it must be good. This principle isn't limited to consumer behavior. It permeates every facet of our lives, from our fashion choices to our political views. From the time we're children, we're conditioned to respect authority figures: parents, teachers, doctors. Their knowledge, their position, their titles. These become symbols of credibility, influencing our perceptions and shaping our actions. We've been taught to trust those who seem to know more than we do. This deference to authority is deeply ingrained, a shortcut our brains use to navigate a complex world. Cialdini unveils how this innate trust in authority can be a double-edged sword. While respecting genuine expertise is crucial, blindly following perceived authority can lead us down treacherous paths. Think about those slick advertisements featuring actors in lab coats extolling the virtues of dubious health products. This principle underscores the importance of critical thinking. We've all been there, standing before a barrage of information, unsure who or what to believe. In today's digital age, where everyone with a platform can claim expertise, discerning true authority from cleverly disguised facades is more crucial than ever. So, how do we navigate this treacherous terrain? Cialdini offers valuable insights. First, look beyond the surface. Don't be swayed by fancy titles or impressive jargon. True expertise reveals itself through a deep understanding of the subject matter, demonstrated through experience, accomplishments, and contributions to the field. Seek evidence, not just empty assertions. Second, consider the source's motivations. Is their goal to genuinely educate and inform, or are they peddling a hidden agenda? Be wary of those who benefit financially or otherwise from your acceptance of their message. Genuine experts prioritize your understanding and well-being above personal gain. By arming ourselves with these critical thinking tools, we can confidently navigate the information landscape and make decisions based on genuine knowledge. We've all experienced it, that magnetic pull towards people who just seem to click with us, making us feel an instant connection. Their energy, their warmth, their genuine interest. It disarms us, creating a sense of trust and connection that transcends the ordinary, making us feel valued and understood. This, my friends, is the subtle but powerful influence of liking, a force that can shape our decisions and interactions in profound ways. We are naturally more receptive to those we like, more inclined to say yes to their requests, even if those requests might not align with our best interests or our initial plans. Cialdini delves into the psychology behind this phenomenon, revealing how seemingly insignificant factors, shared interests, compliments, even physical attractiveness, can tip the scales of influence in someone's favor, often without us even realizing it. We are more likely to trust those who seem familiar, those who mirror our values, those who make us feel good about ourselves, reinforcing our own self-image. This principle highlights the importance of building genuine rapport in all our interactions, whether personal or professional. By focusing on common ground, expressing sincere appreciation, and simply being pleasant and approachable, we can create an environment of trust and mutual respect that fosters positive outcomes and deeper connections. Remember, the power of liking is not about manipulation or deception, but about fostering genuine human connections. By cultivating genuine relationships and approaching interactions with warmth and empathy, we create a fertile ground for collaboration and understanding, paving the way for meaningful and lasting relationships. In a world often dominated by digital communication, the art of building genuine rapport can feel like a lost treasure, buried beneath layers of screens and virtual interactions. Yet, it's a skill more valuable than ever, a key to unlocking influence and navigating the complexities of human interaction, both in personal and professional realms. But how do we cultivate this elusive quality, this ability to connect with others on a deeper level? Robert Cialdini, a renowned expert in the field, offers valuable insights. First and foremost, it begins with active listening, a fundamental yet often overlooked skill. When we truly listen, not just waiting for our turn to speak, we convey respect, empathy, and a genuine interest in the other person's perspective, creating a meaningful connection. We create a space for open dialogue, where ideas can be shared, perspectives can be understood, and connections can be forged, leading to deeper relationships. Finding common ground is another essential ingredient in this recipe for connection. Whether it's a shared passion, a similar background, or simply a mutual sense of humor, those points of connection act as bridges, fostering a sense of familiarity and trust, which are crucial for rapport. Remember, building rapport is not about putting on a facade or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about authenticity. It's about bringing your authentic self to the table, showing genuine interest in others, and creating a space where connections can flourish, allowing relationships to grow and thrive. Ever notice how our hearts race a little faster when we encounter something rare, something exclusive, something that seems just out of reach? It's a feeling that can be both thrilling and frustrating at the same time. That, my friends, is the potent allure of scarcity, a psychological principle as old as time. This principle has been studied and documented extensively throughout history. We are hardwired to place a higher value on things that are scarce, limited in availability, or perceived as being in high demand. This instinct can drive us to extraordinary lengths to obtain these coveted items. Cialdini masterfully dissects this phenomenon, revealing how marketers leverage our innate desire for the exclusive and the elusive. They craft strategies that play on our deepest psychological triggers. Think about those limited-time offers, those one-day-only sales, those carefully crafted messages whispering of dwindling supplies and exclusive opportunities. They are designed to make us act quickly, often without thinking. They tap into our primal fear of missing out, creating a sense of urgency and desire that can override our rational decision-making processes. This fear can be so powerful that it clouds our judgment. This principle highlights the importance of stepping back and assessing situations objectively. Taking a moment to breathe and reflect can help us make more informed choices. When we feel that pull of scarcity, that urge to possess something simply because it's scarce, we must pause and ask ourselves, do we truly need this? Is it worth the hype? By understanding its influence, we can become more discerning consumers and more aware of our own psychological triggers. This awareness can empower us to make better decisions in our daily lives. Now, you might be thinking, this is powerful stuff, but isn't it a bit manipulative? And that's a valid concern. Like any tool, the principles of persuasion can be misused, but here's the crucial point. Cialdini emphasizes ethical application throughout his book. True influence isn't about coercion or deception. It's about understanding human behavior and using that knowledge to create win-win situations. Think about a doctor persuading a patient to adopt healthier habits. They're using their authority, principle of authority, and the patient's desire for well-being, principle of liking, to encourage positive change. These examples illustrate how the principles of persuasion, when used ethically, can improve lives and strengthen relationships. So, how can you integrate these principles into your everyday life? The possibilities are endless. Want to negotiate a raise? Arm yourself with evidence of your accomplishments, that's authority, and highlight the value you bring to the company. That's reciprocity. Need to convince a friend to join you on an adventure? Show them pictures of others having a blast, that's social proof. And emphasize the limited time nature of the opportunity, that's scarcity. The key is to be observant, to recognize opportunities to apply these principles in a way that feels natural and authentic to you. Remember, mastering the art of persuasion is a journey, not a destination. It requires ongoing learning, self-reflection, and a willingness to experiment. As you become more attuned to the principles of influence, you'll begin to notice them everywhere. In advertising, in politics, in your daily interactions. This awareness is empowering. It allows you to see through manipulative tactics, to make more informed decisions, and to communicate your message with greater impact. But with this power comes responsibility. Use your newfound knowledge ethically, always striving to create mutually beneficial outcomes. Section 1. The power in your hands. You are now equipped. We've covered a lot of ground in just 15 minutes, haven't we? From the subtle pull of reciprocity to the allure of scarcity, you've now glimpsed the intricate mechanisms that drive human behavior. You've learned how these principles can be used ethically to influence outcomes, build stronger relationships, and navigate the complexities of human interaction with greater awareness. Think back to those moments when you felt powerless, when you said yes when you meant to say no. Armed with this knowledge, you can approach those situations differently. You can recognize the tactics being used and choose to respond consciously rather than react instinctively. Remember, knowledge is power. By understanding the principles of persuasion, you unlock a new level of personal agency. You are no longer a passive recipient of influence. You are an active participant, shaping the world around you with intention and understanding. Section 2. Unlock your potential. Go influence the world. The beauty of Cialdini's work lies not just in its intellectual depth, but also in its practical application. These principles are not abstract theories. They are real-world tools that you can use to achieve your goals, build stronger connections, and make a positive impact on the world around you. So, go forth and experiment. Try incorporating these principles into your daily interactions. Observe how people respond. Refine your approach, always remembering the importance of ethical application. The more you practice, the more natural and intuitive these principles will become. You'll find yourself effortlessly navigating social situations, influencing outcomes with grace and integrity, and unlocking a world of possibilities you never thought possible. The power of persuasion is now in your hands. Use it wisely, use it ethically, and watch as your world transforms.